Bore da pawb. Good morning, everyone. Let's start our day together with our Bore da song. Barod? Bore da, bore da, bore da. Bore da, bore da, bore da. Bore da I ti, bore da I ti. Bore da, bore da, bore da. Thank you, boys and girls. Fantastic. Okay, let's next do our days of the week. Barod? What day is it today? What day is it today? Un, dau, tri, pedwar. It's not the first day of the school week. It's not the second day of the school week. It's not the third day of the school week. It's the fourth day of the school week. Pa ddiwrnod ydy hi heddiw? Dydd Llun, dydd Mawrth, dydd Mercher, dydd Iau. Dydd Llun, dydd Mawrth, dydd Mercher a dydd Iau. Today is Thursday. Dydd Llun, dydd Mawrth, dydd Mercher, dydd Iau, dydd Gwener, dydd Sadwrn, dydd Sul, hooray! Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, each day different and every day new. Wet days, dry days, bright days, cloudy days, hot days, cold days, windy days too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, each day different and every day new. Oh, sit my tower with heddiw, oh, sit my tower with heddiw, oh, sit my tower with heddiw, tra-la-la-la-la-la. And today, boys and girls, outside my window, it's my hun wyntog. Is it windy at your house today too? My hun wyntog. Big loud voices, ready? My hun wyntog, my hun wyntog, 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 my hun wyntog, my turn, your turn. My wyntog heddiw, my wyntog heddiw. Pawb yn hapus iawn, pawb yn hapus iawn. My wyntog heddiw, my wyntog heddiw. Pawb yn hapus iawn, pawb yn hapus iawn. And today, Thursday today, boys and girls, we are going to share and to start a little bit more work about the Arctic regions. And that means where the North Pole is, right at the top of our world, okay? And in order to start our work, I thought it'd be wonderful to share one of my favourite stories with you. It's about some polar bear cubs, and it's called Just One More Swim. Can you see? Here are the polar bear cubs, and here's the mum up here. Just one more swim. Let's share it and have a little look. Big Bear's tiny cubs were safe inside her snowdrift den. The cubs woke up. They yawned and stretched. They turned their heads towards the sound of the sea. Big Bear stood up and sniffed the air. She lumbered out towards the water. The cubs scampered after her, blinking at the dazzling world. Big Bear padded across the ice. She stopped and dug a hole. She dipped in her paw and scooped out a fish. Oh, look at that. The cubs did the same as Big Bear. One dug a hole, the other pounced on the cloud of white and frightened off the fish. Oh, bless them, they didn't manage to catch one. The cubs squabbled and they fought. They tackled each other and tumbled and rolled over and over in the snow. They ran and raced on their snowshoe paws, and Tummy tobogganed on the ice. But then they stopped and stared. "What is that?" they asked. The cubs trembled as they gazed at the blue-green sea ahead. Each morning, Big Bear coaxed her cubs a little further, closer towards the sea. Can you see? She's bringing them closer and closer. She's coaxing them, saying, "Come on, come a little bit closer." It's a new experience for them. So they were a little bit frightened, weren't they? Then one day, Big Bear and her cubs slowly and carefully made their way right to the water's edge. Big Bear gently slid into the icy sea. The cubs jumped up and squealed. "Come back!" they cried. Dear. But Big Bear swam out strongly to an island of ice in the waves. They didn't know what she was doing and they were a little bit frightened, weren't they, being left on their own? The cubs waited for her, shivering on the thin ice. They watched seals curve over the rolling waves and saw silver fish flip and spin. The water rippled. The cubs patted it, but it just wouldn't stay still. Then they put two paws in and jumped right back out again. It's all new, isn't it? When things are new and different, it can be a little bit frightening, can't it? They were a bit worried, weren't they? Big Bear called to her cubs to swim over to the island. "Come to see me across the sea," she urged. Up in the air, the seabirds flew, crying, "Swim, swim!" "You can do it," called Big Bear. "I know you can." And they did. They did manage it across, look. Before they knew it, the cubs were swimming too. Under the water they went, twisting and turning in the aquamarine sea. Up to the top of the water they swam, passing a narwhal with his sword and a whiskered walrus. Then they dived down from on high, cutting through the waves. Oh, look at that, isn't that a beautiful picture? The cubs paddled with their powerful paws over and under the Arctic waves. They splashed and thrashed and somersaulted through the icy water. So this is what we do. We can swim too. They certainly can. They paddled and swam until Big Bear insisted, "Come on out now, you two." The cubs pulled their weary bodies onto the ice, shaking rainbow drops all over Big Bear. Then Big Bear led her cubs to where the juicy blueberries grow. The cubs ate and ate until their muzzles and paws turned blue. They were probably very hungry, weren't they? Big Bear sprawled on her back, paws in the air. She enjoyed the sunshine on her damp fur. But the cubs had other ideas. As they headed back towards the water one more time, Big Bear smiled as she heard them call, "Just one more swim." And you know, boys and girls, that is such a lovely story with some great messages in. It's a great story because it tells us a little bit about polar bears, isn't it? And how they learn how to swim and what they do. And the things, all of the other creatures that live in the Arctic region. But do you know, it also gives us a message too. That even though things can be different, and even though things can at first seem a little bit frightening, it's all right, boys and girls, it's all right for us to feel that. And sometimes overcoming that can be such a wonderful pleasure. It's wonderful that other people encourage us and coax us to do these things. So when your grown-ups at home coax you and encourage you to do things, listen to them, because do you know, it's really important that we try new things, isn't it? So today you're going to be focusing lots and lots on polar bears, what they do, where they live, how they behave. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.